Hey, everybody. So, today I want to speak about the power of being seen. In today's culture, the idea of being seen is really to be able to look at someone, acknowledge them, acknowledge what they're doing, what they're creating, and how that affects your life. They say that being seen for adults is the same impact that it is for being held as a child or a baby. Honestly, I think adults need to be held just as much as children do, but that's a different discussion. And what I wanted to look at is why being seen is so important, why being seen actually amplifies us, why being seen actually creates the relationships that we need, why being seen also helps us become who we need to be. We are not an island, we are not singular beings. We connect relationally. Everything is relationship. I'm always in relationship with something, whether it's me and another person, me and my stuff, me and the natural world around me. I'm always in a relationship. When I'm brushing my teeth, I'm in a relationship with the toothbrush. When I'm showering, I'm in a relationship with the water and the floor. Okay, you are always in a relationship. And do you ever notice what happens when you take a moment to just create an intention to the thing that you're in relationship to? So, in Jewish tradition, there is an idea of sanctifying the wine before we start our meal. And it's really what it is, it's creating a time and a space to just take a moment of ending the week, the work week that happened, and going into the Sabbath of a spaciousness. It's super important. So, thing that I wanted to stress about is we are all here for a reason. We're all here to contribute. We're all here to fulfill our divine mission, and everybody's mission is totally different. And you feel it intuitively. You'll get little nudges of it as things fold out in your life. But when you feel into that big why, and that big why could be something huge, like ending climate change or solving discrepancies in social standards and social like statistics. Those could be big whys, but when you bring it down to goals and then you bring those goals down to tasks, you might have really tangible things that you need to do. So if, let's say, you want to um, cure cancer, and one of your big goals of curing cancer is raising money for that. And one of the ways that you're raising money is that you're going to run a marathon. You're running a marathon to raise $20,000. That's not going to cure cancer, but $20,000 for this one marathon. Take a moment before you go on that run. That's when you bless something, because blessing something is seeing something. It's letting it be seen. And when something's seen, it becomes empowered in its divine mission. So before you go on that run, just take a moment, remember what your big why is, and then watch things shift. I tell this to also a lot of my clients who are having a hard time, or they want to give up, or they want to quit. And every day before, they have to do all those menial tasks, like take their kids to school, send PayPal requests, work on Canva for 3.5 hours. All of those things, they feel really menial, and they bring us down because they're not connected to your big why. But if you remember every morning and you make an intention of, why am I doing this? And then when you sit down for making that Canva, or when you go and fill up your car and you're just waiting and there's traffic, like all of those, bless it, bless it, bless it, bless it, because that breaks it down and then it also empowers it to become its divine mission. Another big thing that I want to talk about is there is no such thing as waste in the natural world. If you look at every system, everything recycles on itself. The only thing that has waste is human nature. We're the only species that creates waste. We're the only species that lets things have dead ends. And I'm not just talking about plastic. We have thoughts that have dead ends that don't go anywhere. We have ideas that don't go anywhere. We have feelings and emotions that don't go anywhere. And waste brings down the energy. Waste makes things heavy. Waste is something that, when it's there, the rest, everything that's not wasteful, everything that is being utilized and fulfilled, has to drag it along with it. So think about, I'm not talking about, becoming a minimalist, don't worry, but just think about the stuff that you have. Are your things being used? Is your artwork being appreciated that's hanging on the wall? Are the books in your bookshelf being read? Are the recipes in your cookbook being used? When things aren't utilized, the energy gets heavy. If you've ever been in a home of a hoarder, you feel it. It's like walking into, it's like death. It's terrible. And when you go into a place that's being used, you feel the life there, you feel the movement there. So my request and my advice and my blessing for us today is just to feel into what in my life wants to be used more, what in my life wants is just sitting there right now and actually wants to be blessed, wants to be looked at, wants to be acknowledged. Take a moment to acknowledge it and really just take a moment today, either before you eat, before you go to sleep, anything that seems like a regular task, before you fill up your gas tank. Why? Why are you doing it? What's your big mission? And then bless it. Bless it to help you get there. Anyways, I bless you all that watching this video and clicking on it just reminds you a little bit about who you are and that you're here and you're meant to be here and you're intended. And wishing you all a beautiful, beautiful weekend. Bye, everybody.